We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines. We are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines. We are human beings.
Damn, you're not speaking English. I don't understand what you saying, but I'm TNK, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Girl, you know what I'm packing. Let's make a movie. Lights, camera, action. I'ma start shooting. Yeah.
Cloud.
Yeah. Hey. You sounding like a melody, I don't understand what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm peddling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long, had to start settling. I've been chilling with Melanie, girl, you my melody. You sounding like a melody, I don't understand what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm peddling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long, had to start settling. I've been chilling with Melanie, girl, you my. I don't even know what this girl saying now, but she had to get a quick fix, good dick, sick shit, ass so fat, call the shit thick. Girl, you ain't know I like you, wanna wife you. Shit so cool, color ice cube, need the sugar honey with the ice too. Don't forget T, man, don't forget T and K. Watch from a distance, all you do is slay. Tryna get paid, baby, tryna get paid. I don't wanna fall, but I already did. Exchange your heart with the kid. Damn, I got hurt again. Why always trip, man? Why always trip? You sounding like a melody, I don't understand what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm peddling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long, had to start settling. I've been chilling with Melanie, girl, you my melody. You sounding like a melody, I don't understand what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm peddling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long, had to start settling. I've been chilling with Melanie, girl, you my. Only got 4 minutes, Lord, tell me what to say, so I get the digits. Tell me all the right words, so I get it. Can't be scared, T, can't be scared. You don't wanna bust plan A, then gotta get a plan B. Whole new language, watch yourself. I'm a little dangerous, Melanie got me going crazy. Love your fragrance, gotta listen virtues. Girl, you my patient, gotta have patience. I take time with your lips, yeah, I gotta pace it. Time with the hips, take time with them hips. Girl, 3-course meal, so I dine in them hips. Girl, I dive in them hips. You sounding like a melody, I don't understand what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm peddling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long, had to start settling. I've been chilling with Melanie, girl, you my melody. You sounding like a melody, I don't understand what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm peddling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long, had to start settling. I've been chilling with Melanie, girl, you my. Take 5, yeah, the new kid.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, y'all know what it is, man. Shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance. You are the core. Man, I messed up. Shout out to you if you tuned in. If you tuned in, you are the resistance. You are the core. This is the Blac Pill podcast. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hold on. Yeah, some of my sounds ain't working. It is what it is. But we in the building, man. Y'all make some noise. And we have a good show for you guys today. So today's show is about Tory Lanez not shooting Megan Thee Stallion after he got poked up 14 times. Damn. Cold world out here. Cold blanket. Cold world, no blanket out here. Shout out to J. Cole. Let me pull myself up. Where we at? What up, everybody? It's your boy. Evening show. Let's get it. Shout out to everybody that find their way to my page. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy. This is the Blac Pill podcast. What do I say? I don't really know what to say. What do we talk about? We talk about different stuff. First off, we're streaming on 4 platforms right now, not X, even though we got Twitter up there, not Twitter or X, but we're streaming on Facebook, we're streaming on Rumble, we're streaming on YouTube, and we're streaming on Twitch. So shout out to those platforms and all our supporters on all these platforms. Yes, sir. And I am a bit tired because I had to wake up early for these people to fix my catalytic converter, replace the catalytic converter in my car. Gotta drop 16 bands. Not 16 bands. Whoa, I ain't got that money. I'm at 1,600. I had to drop 1,600 and these people was not ready. I guess they gave my part to somebody else, so they had to order another one. But I made them take some percentage off the price, so it's all goody. Shout out to Pep Boys. You gotta negotiate, people. You got to negotiate. But besides the point, anyways, like I said, we got a good show for you guys today. Let's get started. We got a poll in the chat, and I mean, everybody answer this on all platforms. Do you think Tory shot Megan? What do you think? Vote and tell us what you think in the comment section. That's for YouTube. Everybody else, y'all have the discourse amongst yourselves. I'll look at the comments later and respond because I can't see all the chats at once. I don't have the multi-chat yet. I will soon. And I think I do, but I'm not streaming with it right now because I don't want to mess up the stream. Let's get started with the show. Let's see. So first off, shout out to Sadarius Smith shutting down rumors that he cheated on Cash Doll. Damn, ninja. Damn. Arkisha Knight isn't going anywhere, so y'all need to stop trying. Uploading something from last year to try and break us up is crazy. Shout out to these lovebirds.
But what the hell, bro?
Shout out to the lovebirds. All right, man, let's go to an Adam experience. We got a lot to cover. Also, real quick before we get started, I gotta say we dropping this song soon. Oh shit, excuse my French. We're dropping this song soon. Y'all know what it is. Oh, I can't hear it. Hold on, let me run it back. Yeah, we're dropping that in like 2 weeks. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's gonna be fire. It's called Take You Home. That's the name of the song. Cause tell me what I gotta do, girl, to take you home tonight. Yeah, I'm on my player-ish. I'm trying to make you moan tonight. All right. Yeah, we back to it, man. First things first, shout out to Kai Sanat. We got Kai Sanat pulling up to a Twitch stream at 2 a.m. in the morning and leaving this guy named Ram Kai or whatever his name is, a duo of just 200 followers in tears after personally inviting them to Streamer University. I still ain't get an invite, but I'm gonna keep y'all updated. Here we go. Hold up. And I'm gonna tell y'all what's the hype behind Streamer University as well. Yeah, you remember when you used to wake your parents up when you got excited about something? They would look at you like,
But what the hell, boy?
they would look at you like, yeah, life was so simple back then. Hey, man, shout out to these young streamers. Shout out to these content creators. Hey, man, I'm going to keep you guys updated on whether or not I get in. I don't know if I'm getting in. I don't want to say I'm not and jinx it, but I ain't getting no message yet. But I did fill out an application. You guys go see that in the live stream. Going back to school, that would be interesting. But really, the hype behind Streamer University is, you know, it's a place to network with other content creators who are potentially trying to do the same thing. And I give y'all some free game. You know, it is course correction. We do course correction on Wednesdays, one time for course correction, right? The best way or the easiest way to make money, and I should charge for this, but I give y'all free game. I know what I'm talking about. I know it's hard to believe because of you know, my avatar. Obviously, I'm a ninja. Shout out to my ninjas.
My nigga.
Yeah, man, I'm a ninja, so you know I come off a certain kind of way, but I consider myself intellectual. I feel like I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, the best way to make money is to make money Man, I shouldn't even tell y'all this. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna tell y'all, bro. I ain't gonna tell y'all. I ain't gonna tell y'all. Y'all gotta donate. If somebody donate and I'll tell y'all. Other than that, I'm not telling y'all. But it's some good game. I got this in the bag. I got my own business and everything. And I'm not gonna tell my business because, you know, it's the evil eye. The evil eye is watching at all times. And this is not the business. This is one of my businesses, but this is not the business. I have a business, and I'm not going to say it's profitable, but I mean, it makes money. You know, it makes a little bit of money. It's like side money right now. Once I get more clientele, you know, I'm going to make some good money. But yeah, it's just something I learned. And once I learned it, like I said, I got the game. I could lead the right way. Let's continue. All right, man, we got some crime and law with Black Adam. Shout out to the pigs. Let's see. First things first, we got some news from Miami. What up, Miami? We in the building. Born and raised in the county of Dade. I'm so hood. I wear my pants below my waist and I never dance when I'm in this place because you and your mans is planning to hate. I'm so hood. So we got a man seen knocking over this service tray at a Miami restaurant on Mother's Day, and police are searching for the suspect. Let's see who this is.
Food flying on a busy Mother's Day. Surveillance video shows a man angrily leaving Garcia's Seafood Grill on the Miami River. On his way out, knocking down a server's tray holding someone else's order.
Goddamn, the usual suspects, man. Shaking my head. Hey, bro, I need the fat people. Hey, first off, shout out to the BBW women. I don't care about you ninjas. Shout out to the big, beautiful women. It's crazy. When I was younger, I used to think, well, I don't want to get too much into stories because, you know, we on multiple platforms. I don't want to say nothing, and they clip farming me. But yeah, man, I used to think BBW when I seen it online. I'm gonna just say it like that. When I seen it online, I used to think it was big black woman. I didn't know it was big beautiful women. But shout out to the big beautiful women of America. Now, when it comes to you big ninjas, I feel no way for you. Okay, I'm gonna just put that out there. This is how I feel about you. That's how I feel about you. Okay. We're gonna put that out there. But yeah, man, I need to get the fat people sound effect. When people do asinine stuff like that and uncomfortable things like that. What possessed this man to do that? Having a bad day, you're gonna make somebody else have a bad day. This is why I stay to myself. Let's continue. Or actually, I'll play this one. Can't stand people, bro. Let's continue.
He was shocked.
Video of the Mother's Day mess going viral online now.
For no reason,
People from
bro.
everywhere have called to tip the server and buy the food, and it's been quite an incredible display of
It's been quite an incredible display of the human condition. Shout out to humans. We're weird. Humans are so weird in the sense that we'll see something like this happen and we'll want to go support that person. Just like we seen, and I mean, this is a poor example, but I'm gonna use this as an example. Just like we seen what happened, and I'm not saying me, because personally, I think this ninja should do the time because he did the crime. But we seen this ninja, Luigi Mangione, go off a United Healthcare CEO, and everybody talking about free Luigi until it's backwards. But if I did the same thing, they would say throw me under the jail. So I'm just like, it makes no sense to me. But that's the world we live in, man. The human condition. Shout out to humans. We're beautifully ugly, if you will. Let's continue. We got Tiana Taylor denying what? We got Tiana Taylor responding to Iman Shumpert's petition to ask a judge to throw her in jail for up to 20 days. Hey, man. Yeah, there's something to be said about the black community and people getting married. You know, well, not getting married, but getting together and getting divorced and having kids with each other and loving each other, and then in like 6 months hating each other, bro. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. But besides the point, we have Tiana Taylor has officially responded to Iman Shumpert's petition asking a judge to throw her in jail for up to 20 days, denying she violated the divorce judgment or made crude and inflammatory racial insults. And that's in quotations, people. And I guess that means that it's verbatim in front of their children. And what they mean by inflammatory racial insults, you know what they mean. I'm gonna tell you what they mean.
my nigga.
That's what they mean, okay? That's what they mean. And I'm pretty sure she did it, but shout out to Tiana. You know she gonna get a pass because she's pretty. Shumpert's legal team accused Tiana of willfully and contemptuously exposing private divorce details and claimed, in quotations, she has shouted crude and inflammatory racial insults at Iman. the N-word, people, the N-word, in front of their kids, causing them stress and placing them in the self-imposed position of peacemaker between the parents. Yeah, man. Hey, man, shout out to the parents. One thing about it, and I'm not speaking from personals. Yeah, parents, when y'all do that thing where y'all make y'all kids take sides, bro, parents, pull up to the front of the congregation, please. Form a circle. I got to get one of them record scratchers like that, like to stop the show. When I got something important to say, I'm gonna add that sound effect. But yeah, parents, when y'all do this thing where y'all turn around and pitch y'all kids and make y'all kids choose sides, how do you sleep at night, bro? Like, I have to ask you, how do you sleep at night? How do you sleep at night knowing that you have your kids in emotional turmoil? And I'm not saying that to make you guys feel bad. You know, all I'm saying is shout out to the American people. Shout out to the American kids. You know, the kids of America are our precious cargo. So when y'all do that, it's so confusing to me because somehow in your head, you think it's going to make your child better off by putting them through strife and making them live out of a book bag for the rest of their life, or at least the rest of their coming life until they get to their coming of age, which is 18 years. Past that, they could do what they want. But you know what I mean, and you know what I'm trying to say. We got Tiana right here. Shout out to Tiana. She's denying all claims and told the court she has not interfered with his visitation rights or caused harm to his professional reputation. She's asking the judge to toss the case entirely and reject Iman's contempt claims. What do y'all think? Me personally, I don't know what to believe, because when it get like this, it get nasty and it's a sad situation, and I want no parts, and I hope personally I never have to go through that. And if I have to go through that, the reality of the situation is I might have one last talk with my kid and be like, hey, bro, I'm gonna see you when you 18, ninja. Yeah, bro. But I'll stack you some money. I'll stack you some money, because money talking, bullshit walk in this world. So, hey, I don't know, bro. If I end up having a baby mother, that's why I ain't got no kids, because I've seen a lot of people that look like me and they got baby mothers, and I'm just sitting there like,
but what the hell, boy?
I'm like, you think I'm supposed to do that? Nah, it's not really comfortable for me. Yeah, bro, like I said, I hope I never have to go through that. If I got to go through that, it is what it is, but that's why I'm waiting on having kids, because I'm like, I don't know what to believe right now. I'm a bit skeptical of everything that's going on. I'm still accepting the fact that we live in Black Mirror, the Matrix, if you will. Let's continue. Like I said, main event. We're gonna talk about the main event, but this is a little prequel. This is a little prequel to the main event. And I do this, guys, also because it helps me with my vocal variety and it increases my edifice of etiquette. Shout out to my old teacher, Mr. Evoy. We got SZA defending Megan Thee Stallion against Tory Lanez and his supporters. First off, shout out to Tory Lanez, Umbrella Forever, or whatever they say, the Tory Lanez gang. Umbrella Forever. Oh, no, they don't say that. Under one umbrella. That's the name of the family or whatever. Shout out to Tory Lanez. I'm not necessarily siding with Tory. I like his music, though. I'm an artist, so I'm biased in this situation. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. I've dated Houston women. Shout out to Houston. What up, Houston? Hopefully we got Houston in the building. Actually, hopefully we don't have Houston in the building, because some of them ninjas out there is loony. But yeah, I will tell you, I've dated Houston women. I've dealt with some Houston women. And them women, I'm telling you, them ninjas will put you in a coffin, bro. In a coffin, bro. Shout out to Didi, shout out to Chanel. Those are my exes. Boy, put you in a coffin, bro. Hey. Tread lightly, bro. Them girls out there don't play, bro. Tread lightly. But let's continue. Shout out to SZA. Here we go. All right, so I guess she tweeted something, or she X something. Do we still call it tweets if it's X now? I don't know. I'm gonna start streaming on Twitter soon as well. But SZA said the density. I'm actually so shocked at the amount of people fully comfortable bullying a woman that's proven to be a victim of assault.
But what the hell, boy?
Like out loud where other people can see you. Laughing my ass off. You finna be stupid out loud? I don't know what to feel. All I know is we got some new footage and we have some new details coming out that supposedly they have Ring camera footage, ninja. They got Ring camera footage, my ninja. And the story doesn't go the right way. Now, like I said, I'm here to tell you, I've dealt with some Houston women, and I don't know if it's all women or what, but like I said, we're governed by the term most, not all, and some, not many, right? Or whatever I said in that one stream. Yeah, I mean, shoot. Dangerous, bro. Shout out to the H-Town. They dangerous, bro. Hey. And this, look, like I'm saying, don't get me wrong. If they rock with you, they rock with you. But if they feel like you crossed them, bro, I don't even have the sound effect. The only sound effect I can use is, bro. A lot of Looney Tunes out there, but it was cool in Houston. Houston helped me grow into a man, so I was happy to be there. Back in that time, I was renting a house, and I had 2 dogs, believe it or not. Yeah, it was like that. I was hustling. That was around COVID time. It was a good time, too. Fun time. Felt cool to have 2 dogs. I was tripping, though. Why did I get 2 dogs? Hey, bro, ask me again. Shout out to the ladies with the BBLs. Hey, ladies, if you got a BBL and you're in the chat somehow, from some way you found your way to my page, put a 1 in the chat. Gentlemen, if you like BBLs, put a 1 in the chat. Shout out to you as well. Me personally, I don't have a problem with BBLs, but I've been hearing about this smell thing. Now, first off, don't get mad at me because I ain't say it, right? I ain't say it. That's what they've been saying on the net, and I'm just showing y'all what I've seen in my algorithm. Shout out to Only in Dade. I got a lot of people out there. Y'all know what it is, Miami-Dade till we in the grave. Yeah, so shout out to the page Only in Dade. They say the BBL capital of America, how Miami took over plastic surgery. Miami didn't become the plastic surgery capital of the United States by accident. From hyper-specialized surgeons and post-op recovery suites to an entire culture that embraces cosmetic work, the 305 has turned getting a glow up into a lifestyle. There's even a name for the look, BBL Baddies, a Miami-born brand of beauty that's gone global. Ninja, what?
What the hell, boy?
Ladies, I'm here to tell you, if you find your way to my page, you're beautiful just the way you are. Shout out to Glorilla. Glorilla got, they say she got a nose job one time for Glorilla. Big Pimpin'. Shout out to Big Pimpin'. Big Pimpin', let me talk to you right quick. Your big wide nose, it was beautiful the way it was. They convinced you somehow, some way in your head that a slim nose, and I don't want to say too much because they'll demonetize me. They've demonetized me before, but somehow, some way they convinced you that your big nose was not attractive. I'm here to tell you it was attractive. Let me tell you something else. I'm here to tell you that, what Nas say in the song? Shot up their nose to impose what basically still goes on today. You see, now if the truth is told, the youth can grow, then learn to survive until they gain control. Nobody says you have to be gangsters, hoes. Read more, learn more, change the globe. Come on, bro. Y'all don't know what's going on, bro. You got to be aware of what's going on. Once you understand what's going on, you'll sit there and go back into your life and be like, wow, this is why I got into these altercations with all these people. This is why I got into situations with all these people. Now, I'm not one of these people that throws blame. Like, I don't throw the blame. I give credit where credit is due, right? So I'll take the blame. I'll take the blame on where I make mistakes. But one thing people could never get over me is that I'm an intellectual. I'm able to articulate myself and I can think really, really fast. So when I see things, I catch things. I call those, ladies and gentlemen, I call those ding moments. Shout out to you if you ever had a ding moment. So it's like I said, once you come to these clarifications and realizations, you start to understand something. What that something is, I'm not going to say too much. Let's get back to the show. BBL capital of America. Let's get it. It's not just the beaches, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Let me see. We're going to go to TikTok real quick because TikTok can better further explain what I'm trying to say. TikTok. Here we go. Interact. Watch this, guys. BBL smell. Watch this. And I had another video on Instagram. I'll bring it back up. Here we go. This was the video, by the way.
Just because I wasn't afraid to get on here and say my BBL smelled like dumpster juice and y'all or don't make me the villain.
This is the ongoing.
Hey, bro, she said it, not me, bro. Don't shoot the messenger. You dig? Let's continue.
Fascinating saga of a woman whose BBL stank.
Stank.
So in part one,
They ain't say it stink. They say it stank. I mean, that thing stunk, boy. It stunk. It's nasty.
I was telling y'all how my sit down ear was stinking real bad, and they got to the point to
I have no words, bro. I'm just as shocked as you are. Here we go.
where I had to carry around a bottle of air freshener or a bottle of perfume.
So how could a BBL cause somebody's
Shout out to the natural women that put on their makeup and get their nails done and keep it cordial and get their little eyelashes done. Shout out to them, bro. Hey, look, and take it from me and take this with a grain of salt too. I know it's kind of hard coming from me because unfortunately the reality of the situation is I'm doing it for the gram right now, right? We doing it for the clout. Okay, cool. Ladies, don't do it for the clout. I'm telling you, it's not what you think. Like, yeah, we looking at them girls, but we're just looking. We don't actually, we're window shopping, if you will. Now I understand the whole thing about the male gaze and whatever, whoop-de-woo. But like I said, bro, don't do it. It's not worth smelling stank smell for the rest of your life, bro. I ain't say it. That's what she said. She said it. I ain't say it. She said it. Don't be mad at me. She said it. Let's go.
sit-down air to stink really badly? Well, there are a number of possible causes. Obviously, cleanliness and hygiene may have something to do with it, especially if you've had a BBL and things aren't feeling the same down there. But
man, I look rough, man. I'm finna get a line up, bro. I look rough. I'm gonna line my beard up, bro. And my hair looking crazy too. I gotta get a retwist. Hey, bro. Yeah, bro. Cause bro. This I don't know. Now I feel stank a little bit. Let's go.
It could be due to medical conditions. Let's hear a little bit more from her.
When I say that BBL really ruined my life, I even lost my boyfriend behind it. He was telling me the whole time.
Bro, what sound effect do you
Like,
press, bro? What sound effect should I press? I don't even know what to say, bro.
Stinking real bad down there, and I can't stomach it. It was the truth. It got to the point to where when I would get my laundry out of the dryer, it would still smell like that rat eating flesh.
Now, if you
Ooh, I don't know what to press.
But what the hell, boy?
I don't know what to press. Yo, that's extreme, bro. That's very provocative. It gets the people going.
ever worked in healthcare, you know that the thing that smells the absolute worst, worse than anything, is rotten flesh. This is worse than the smell of somebody just not cleaning back there, and that's how she's describing this. But unfortunately, the people who watched her video did not like her explanation, and see what happened afterwards.
Hey, all y'all that don't like my explanation, bro, remember, I'm here. Let me preface this. This is not my explanation. That's this lady right here. Shout out to this content creator. I don't know her name, but we're going to call her BBLP. Shout out to BBLP. That's what she said. I ain't say it. I'm just a messenger. And you know why? Because like I said, guys, teachable moments. It's course correction on Wednesdays. Men get this work. Ladies get this work too. Y'all got to get this work because at the end of the day, bro, society has us confused and misconstrued. We have no idea what's going on. Look, let me break it down for you. Do you really know what's going on? Do you think your parents really know what's going on? Let me kick game. Do you really think you know? Do you think you know? I'm here to tell you nobody has any idea what's going on. We have no clue. We're assuming that we know, but we have no clue. And the reason why we have to assume is because, it helps us get through our day. It helps us get through our day. And there's nothing wrong with that. Embrace the unknown. That's what I'll tell you, people. But like I said, BBLP said that. I ain't say that. Don't be mad at me. Please don't report my page because I've had a bunch of people report my page. And I'm like, bro, all I'm doing is just sharing the knowledge that I've seen. I'm trying to steer y'all the right way. Course correction. When you course correct, you steer the right way. So ladies, if you thought about doing it and you found your way to my page, I'm here to tell you, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Now, I know you probably think, oh, that won't be me, that won't be me. All right, here we go.
I have a lot of women angry with me. They are reporting me.
I'm trying to tell you.
They're commenting nasty things.
Although some people may have a hard time cleaning back there when their behind is so much larger.
Now look, guys. Now I'm gonna embarrass myself on here right now. Let me embarrass me. Look, guys, I speak from a perspective of having a big butt, right? What up, Jack? We got Jack in the building. We got Jack on YouTube. What's poppin', homie? Real quick. Yeah, Jack, the stream wasn't working yesterday, bro. Honestly, I made some mistakes, probably. A little miscommunication between me and the computer. It's all good. But we in here, bro. We live. Y'all know what it is. Y'all hit that like button. And that's on all platforms. We streaming on all platforms. We streaming on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Rumble. Yes, sir. So y'all know what it is. But y'all answer that poll in the chat. So yeah, I'm speaking from a perspective of, guys, I'm 6'1", and I'm 250 pounds, right? Yes.
But what the hell?
Yes. Yes. I'm a big boy. I'm trying to drop this weight. I mean, I have muscle. Don't get me wrong. I got a lot of muscle and stuff. You know, I got a big chest. I don't have a bird chest. I'm a big dude. I look like a football player, but I have big legs like a football player too. And if I don't work out my legs start to turn to jello. So I have to actually work out every day. Even to maintain this 250, I'm on an all-time diet. So follow me. First off, no Diddy, I got a big butt, okay? I got a big booty, yes. So, I can attest to this. It's not, and I mean, you know, like I said, it's all jokes. I can laugh, whatever. You know, I gotta wipe my butt really well, right? I gotta wipe my butt really well. So look, for all the ninjas that I see that like big butts and all that, I'll be thinking to myself, you know what I think to myself. I'll be thinking to myself like, I wonder. But I don't say anything because it's not my business. So let's continue. Yes, it's not easy to wipe down there. It's hard to reach. I got long arms for my body. I'm 6'1". I got long arms. But like I said, imagine somebody with short arms trying to reach and then they sitting down and they butt so big it's bigger than the toilet, bro. So I don't know. That's why my taste kind of changed a little bit. Let's continue.
Sound like that's the case with her. Fat necrosis, where the fat dies, is a known complication of BBL surgery, and if that fat gets infected, it could smell badly and actually drain. Now, the only people who know what happened are the patient and her surgeon, so let's give her the final word.
I got my BBL surgically removed because my sit-down one was stinking real bad. BBL stink, do you hear me? And it's not coming from the vagina or the beehole. It's coming from the incisions that they cut to inject the fluid and the fat in your butt, okay?
Yeah, more of the story, bro. It sounds traumatic, bro. It sounds traumatic. Ladies, I'm telling you, don't do it. I know I might come off a little bit extreme, and I'm actually very mindful of what I say because I know I got the power to move people with my words. But ladies, I'm saying it like that because I care. You know, we live in a world where majority of people don't care. I actually care. So I'm here to tell you, don't butcher yourself. Don't botch yourself up. I know, yes, unfortunately, we all got to get old and ugly and saggy. Hey, man, best thing you could do is work out and pray to God and say thank you. Thank you for giving me a long life and letting me see this. That's all I can say, bro. That's all I can say. We all finna get old, bro. Even me. I look old now. I mean, my hair make me look older. I got a forever baby face, but even me, I look old. It just is what it is. We're going to get old and we're going to die. Okay? Not to make it sound like that, because it's actually a beautiful thing. You should be thankful that you get to live a long life, because there's people who don't and there's people who die every day. So, you know what I'm saying? Take it with a grain of salt, but don't mess yourself up, because it's hard enough already being on this plane that we call Earth. Let's continue. What we got here? We got more from Only in Dade. Shout out to Miami. Police are actively searching for a man who was allegedly wanted for a burglary and assault. They believe, what? This person don't know how to type. They believe he may be hiding inside the Bay Park building in Edgewater. Residents in the area say they're unable to return to their apartments. Blah, 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 blah. This was 19 hours ago. Let's see what happened. You know what you're in the background? Body shop, doing something unholy. Oh, hopefully they figured it out. Let's continue. Other things that I have to show you. We got Kodak. One time for Yak, man. Cause they don't want to see a ninja winning. One time for Yak. We got Yak in the building. Who remembers this time when Kodak Black called Future to ask him about his lyrics? Here we go. We need to laugh every now and then, because I kind of got dark for a second, no pun intended, when I said that die stuff. And bro, like I said, if y'all need help, bro, hit the suicide line. My bad, YouTube, and all of y'all, if you wasn't supposed to say that, hit that line, bro, and talk to somebody. Talk to somebody and let them know, bro. Unfortunately, the reality of the situation is this. If you got to put it on somebody, bro, put it on somebody. Don't be scared to infringe on them. Sometimes you got to infringe. Put it on somebody so that way you don't commit it. Me personally, I'm not that strong enough to where I could do something like that. But like I said, unfortunately, I've had friends who have done that. And rest in peace to those people. So that's why I tell y'all, like, that's actually something serious. They have hotlines that you can call. And if you can't talk to nobody, hey, bro, find your way to my page and put something on my page, and I'll send you some resources. Here we go.
That time Kodak Black called Future to ask him about some questionable lyrics.
Hey, I'm listening to this song, dog. And was just so tough, homie. What did you say this part right here, bro?
Got it there, makes one. The only time I feel alive when I taste it.
But what the hell, boy?
Excuse me?
What you said right there?
The only time I feel alive when I take.
When you take?
Yeah, like I take a pill. Only time I feel alive when I take.
Yeah, what a nigga would.
That time Kodak Black called Future to ask him about some questions.
My bad, y'all. Kodak was looking like, take what, bro? What are you talking about, bro? Let's continue, man. All right, man, we got Zoe. Shout out to Zoe. We've been discussing Zoe Spencer, and fans have dug up footage from Zoe Spencer before the fame. And Zoe Spencer, for those of you who don't know, she's a content creator. She's attractive. I ain't gonna lie, she's a little bit, I ain't know she was a little bit ratchet like that, but ain't nothing wrong with ratchet. You know, it's cool, but you know, she's playing a persona, so it's okay, but it's a little bit extreme. It's not per se my cup of tea, because you know, it has me looking at her like she's a bit questionable. Here we go. 1 second, y'all. Oh, that shit ain't even working. Oh, I know why it's not working. That's from Threads. We would have to go make a Threads. Hey, man, we ain't making a Threads. Well, just imagine that I played the video, Ninja. Oh, wait, here it goes. Nope, it's not working. Well, I got one thing I can do. Watch this. Hold up. Let me show you guys how good I am at this. And y'all hit that like button for me, bro, because it wasn't easy to learn how to use this program. Like, do you guys see the things floating on top of me? Do you guys understand that I created those? I made those myself. Let me see. Boom. Boom. I wonder if my Threads will pull up. This is going to be interesting. Yeah, it's my Threads. Okay. We in a building. What the hell is this? I'm scared. I don't know what I look up. You know, whenever you... Well, never mind. Let me stay quiet. Zoe Spencer. Old footage. Let's see if it pops up. Let me see if it pops up. Yep, here we go. Hey, man, hold on. First off, can somebody hit the like button, please? Did y'all just see that? Bro. That's just more of a testament. That's more of a testament to show you that I'm literally doing this off the fly. Like, whatever jokes that you may or may not hear, this dark humor, even though I don't smile, I'm a very straightforward and serious person, but I'm making jokes. At least they sound funny in my head. Yeah, I'm doing this off the fly, guys. There is no script. I'm just I'm per se kind of reacting, but we're discussing. It's a talk show, if you will, except I'm talking to myself. Y'all gotta talk in the chat. But here's Zoe always being the same.
What you mean, who you with? Who you? Nigga, I'm Zoe. Who? Zoe. Zoe Spencer, you already know.
Are you boofing?
Who?
Are you boofing? Have you showered today? So you boofing?
You brushed your teeth today? Cause your fucking brush smell like shit.
Now, why she talking like that? Like I'm not chewing gum right now. Like,
and it's not fucking working. How long you been chewing that? How long he been chewing that gum? How long he been chewing that gum?
I don't know how to pause it, but yeah, that was a bit extreme, bro.
But what the hell, boy?
Yeah, I mean, so like I said, she's you know, she's pretty, but she comes off a bit strong, right? I don't know if that's okay with you. You know, it's okay with me. It's all good with me. But she comes off a bit strong for me. But I would love to meet her in person and say, hey, you look nice. Not like try to flirt with her. I'm just saying like, hey, you look nice. Like, hello, you look nice. You seem like a nice individual. A bit extreme though. Let's continue, man. Let's get back to the show. Quick sidebar. Let's not get deterred and derailed. Shout out to Charleston White. We got Charleston White bringing you guys some game. Y'all know what it is. It's course correction on a Wednesday. You can't grow or heal in a city that broke you. Let's get it.
For a lot of people to be great, you gotta leave your city. Because your city ain't gonna let you be great. They remember when you wasn't great. So they gonna always try to remind you when you wasn't great. You ain't Charleston White. They wanna remind you when you were blue.
That's why rappers get killed in their hometown.
Yeah. This is a biblical scripture that says a prophet has no honor in their own hometown. Especially if you're great. Gotta get away from home. They will never see you great at home. Once you leave and come back, then they recognize the greatness.
Bars. Bars. That's why we made the song, I ain't going home till I see 100 mil. Everybody say I'm tweaking now. They like, Adam, what's the deal? Really though, I've been chilling with the hoes, working on my mouthpieces, how I got my skills. I used to make music that could put you in your feels. Vicodins turn into vitamins, so yeah, I guess I'm popping pills. Yeah, that's why we made that song, and it's coming out, bruh. It's coming out. Now I'm dolo on these beats and I kill things. Monsters in the night be trying to creep. Anyways, let's continue. We got this ninja who's mad that Kai did not give him a chance. Let's get it.
Yo, Pastor, I'm disappointed in you, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm mad disappointed in you, bro. Feel me? You had us thinking us small creators was gonna have the ability or the chance to get inside of the STEM university, bro. I already should have known that this shit was a sham and this shit was a lie. Whenever you started reviewing people who already got clout with their applications, bro, I should have.
We need something that says, shut up. Come on, bro. Gentlemen, and I said this earlier, I'm gonna continue to say this. Stop expecting a handout from other men. And the best way to explain it is this. Well, I don't know, it's different strokes from different folks, right? So, I mean, I'm from a city where we all patch up, right? We all patch up, but the best way to describe it, in 2025, today's May 21st, and May 21st, 2025, you know, a lot of ninjas be complaining about taking a girlfriend out and all that stuff, talking about these women want too much money. Follow me for a second. So my next thing is, would you pay for your homeboy's meal? Now, a lot of you will say, yeah, I would. Okay, well, guess what? Let's say, you know, it's a streamer university, they give you a scholarship. Would you give your homeboy $5,000 for free? Would you give your homeboy the potential to make $5,000 for free? Now, a lot of you would say you would. I'm here to tell you, you're lying. You're lying. Because the reality of the situation is, you know, I'm not, how do I say this right? You know, men, for some reason, other than the clique of men that they know, men aren't, we're in a time now where it's like every dude for themselves, because men are not monolithic in their thinking. So because we're not monolithic in our thinking, we can't disagree to agree to. Like I said, a lot of men act like women now. So we can't do different stuff and then pool our money together to create something that we can all benefit from, because ninjas want to be great on their own. So when y'all turn around and ask the dude for a handout, I'm looking at y'all like,
but what the hell, boy?
Bro, it's like me being a rapper. And I mean, rappers do this, but like I said, I'm cut different. It's like me being a rapper. Like I said, follow me, because rappers do this. And I go to like, who's the biggest artist? Whatever, the biggest commercial artist, like, you know, Youngboy. Shout out to Youngboy. NBA Youngboy about to go on tour, right? That's like me pulling up and saying, hey, Youngboy. And he says, hey, or whatever you say, you know, Youngboy. He might do his little growl or whatever he does, right? And then I start rapping to him. Ninja. That ninja finna look at me like, what are we talking about? Like, you know, it's difference between trying to market and network with somebody than expecting somebody to do something for you. It's his platform. That's like him telling you, hey, you should turn around and put me on. People aren't going to put you on for free. When y'all hear about people putting other people on for free, it's a lie. Now, like I said, when it comes to their inner circle, they will put people in their inner circle on. But when it comes to you, a person they don't know from nowhere, they're not going to put you on for free. You got to earn it. And like I said, if you get it, you get it. And if you don't, you don't. For example, if I don't get picked, guess what, my ninja? Guess what, my ninja? You think I'm gonna sit here and cry? Guess what? I'm gonna be back on this hoe tomorrow. What are we talking about? Well, what am I supposed to do? Sit there and crab about it? Sit there and crab about it, go try and get some clout off? Man, the world finna keep spinning. Let's continue. The world is going to keep spinning. All right, so what? We got more motivation for you guys on a Wednesday, course correction on Wednesdays. We got DNA. The people you hang around could be the reason you keep missing your blessings. Let's see.
Most difficult things for me in life was losing relationships, and not losing relationships because
I wanted to lose them, but personal development. When you start reaching the person that you truly want to be, everybody ain't going to be with you no more, because then you start realizing this person don't want to do this. They want to be stuck in that zone. I can't hang with you no more because you just want to keep doing X, Y, and Z over and over, and you're not looking at the bigger picture. So
now look, let me stop that right quick. I gotta say something. Which I gotta realize is sometimes people are seasonal in your life. We all have our own journey, and life is I'm not gonna say it's lonely, but we all have our own personal destinations that we're trying to get to, and we're gonna meet people along the way. We're gonna meet new people. Sometimes the people around you may or may not want you to succeed, and you got to find a way to have the discernment to figure out the difference between the two, right? I'm trying to think of examples. I don't want to use my personal life, but yeah, I mean, in my personal life, it's a lot of people I used to talk to, I used to hang with. Back in the day, before I left Miami, I used to tell people, if you ask people, I would say I was never going anywhere. I was staying in Miami for the rest of my life. I love this city. This is the best city in the world. And then I jumped in that water. You got to jump in that water. I jumped in that water. And I mean, you know, I'm still figuring it out. I'm not going to say I got it figured out. I'm figuring it out. But like I said, I make the most of my situations, because at the end of the day, I'm only one person. You can only do so much by yourself. And like I said, you're going to meet new people. So just like a lot of people know me in Miami, a lot of people know me out here in Austin now. A lot of people know me in Houston. A lot of people know me in Dallas, because I've been to a lot of places. It's just part of how life works. It's like a coming of age thing. And I always say this, life's a marathon, not a sprint. Specifically, I'm talking to the men. Women, y'all gonna do what y'all do, but y'all can soak up this game too, if you want to. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, y'all can't be too mad about those things. Sometimes people are seasonal. Like I remember when I was doing trucking, shout out to all my truckers. If y'all see a driver, right? You see a driver, tell a driver, thank you, driver. And that's something I created, because it's like, bro, you don't realize how much we need truckers until you actually become a trucker, until you realize that, you know, America would collapse within a week or two if every driver was to stop driving. Like, one thing I learned, if you were to try and get all the truck drivers together and tell them, hey, let's go on a strike, they would arrest you for inciting terroristic activity. Like, we learned that in the class, Ninja, because it's that serious. And that's what made me realize necessary evil. So that's why I tell y'all on the road or whatever, you see a driver, you know, you tell that driver, hey, thank you for doing your job. It means more to them than you know. But it's like I said, yeah, man, you know, I remember a lot of people I was in that class with, people I beefed with, whatever. I remember when I first came to Texas, people I beefed with, people I got into it with. I mean, I don't talk to them people. I don't think they think about me either. And it's okay. I mean, it is what it is. Life goes on, because you guys, you know, we don't have that much time here, but we got a lot of time here. So you got a life to live. So imagine, bruh, 10 years ago, bro, I talked, majority of the people I knew 10 years ago, I don't talk to. And that's okay, right? Like, I still remember them, but unless they come up in conversation and I don't really think about them people. I don't think they think about me. Let's continue.
I always looked at it. Sometimes the blessing and the opportunity is blocked by who you around. The universe ain't gonna give you what you're supposed to get because you're around somebody that's undeserving, even if you're not undeserving. Right. But you just...
And another thing too, the universe is not gonna give you what you're supposed to get unless you're willing to accept it. That's something that I had to realize. So it's a lot of times where I shot myself in the foot. I'll give y'all a perfect example. A lot of people don't know I had a music deal. I actually turned down a music deal. People who knew about the music deal knew about the deal. My dad knew about the deal. My stepmother knew about the deal. We discussed it. We sat down as a family, and my dad was like, nah, don't take it. They're trying to eat off of you. I always think back because I'm like, you know, if I took the deal, I would have never went to Texas. I would have been in New York. What else? I would have been in New York. It was a 360 deal. And, you know, when you understand the music industry, 360 means a full circle. So you get everything, you get the whole 9 yards, but you're back in the same place. But it would have propelled my career forward. They wanted 30% of royalties for life for every single song that I made. That's part of the deal. I can show it to you guys. I'll probably post it later. And I'm not going to say shout out to them because, you know, I tried to renegotiate and they were salty because I turned them down at first because I wanted a better deal. And I didn't know what I was talking about, but I was just like, hey, let me see if I can negotiate for more. And they were like, hey, you know, we already discussed, we had a discussion with you and all of that, the A&Rs, and they were like, you know, we're going to let you go. And I said, okay. And I mean, I've made good music. I haven't put out a lot of music. I'm going to. It just made me, you know, want to be independent more because I don't like when people try and kind of control me and tell me how it's going to go. But looking back in hindsight, I realized that I probably should have took the deal in the sense that it would have helped propel my career forward. So I could have negotiated a better deal either with the same record label, or I could have negotiated a better deal with another record label. And like I said, I probably would have had what I wanted when it came to that. At the end of the day, it's God's plan. So maybe I'm supposed to be an independent artist that does his own thing, builds up his own platform, and has his own fan base. We're going to see at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you know, when we go into the casket, the numbers don't lie. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, where it's like you got to be willing to accept what's coming into your life. So I was a little bit confused. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh shit, because I was reaching out to labels myself. And when I was reaching out, you know, one of them finally responded. A couple of them responded. Even what are they called? What's the people? The concert that everybody go to. What is it called? Rolling Loud. Even Rolling Loud. I reached out to Rolling Loud. They reached back to me. But yeah, so when I was reaching out, this on my other page back when I had like 7,000 followers and shit before I made a new page, which was another time I shot myself in the foot. But besides the point, yeah, man, you know, I reached out to them and they were like, yeah, we've been watching your page. You know, we're going to send you an email and all that. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh shit. I was shocked, bro. I was shocked. But yeah, I mean, now because I'm doing it myself, I actually know how to make music at the crib. I got a studio at the crib. It's not the best studio, but I'm almost to the point now where I can compete with the people I wanted to compete with. The only mistake I made was not consistently putting out music, but we revamping back up. So like I said, I'm saying all that to say sometimes y'all got to be willing to accept what's supposed to come into your life, and don't be scared of it. Or if you're scared, embrace being scared of it. It's okay. Because that means if you're scared, like if you're scared, and I mean a good scared, not a bad scared. If you're kind of like, you know, anxious about what's supposed to happen when it comes to something that you're trying to do that's related to business, I'm here to tell you it probably means you're doing the right thing. You should feel scared. That's a good scared. That means you're taking a step forward in your life and you're about to become uncomfortable. The only way you can grow in life, right? Like think even the gym. You can only grow your muscles through being uncomfortable. You got to put in work and you got to be uncomfortable. Let's continue. Well, I got to hit that. I got to hit the applause. I got to hit the applause. That was nice. Here we go.
Attached to you, the energy is so real. You're not going to get what you're supposed to get because you're around somebody that ain't figured it out. And then the ill thing in the walk of life is that everybody's not going to figure it out. There's so many people that I love from a distance. Like, yo, I love you genuinely, and I hope everything works out for you. But if I give you all my energy, I'm going to be stuck in the same place as you. And that's not what I'm trying to do.
Facts. And that's another one too. That was bars. Yeah. Back when I was coming up as a youngin', I used to be such a people pleaser. And I put myself at a disadvantage to help the people around me because I wanted to see them win, not realizing that I'm putting myself at a disadvantage. That's why now I'm on 10. I'm looking at ninjas like,
But what the hell, boy?
What up, Twan? We got Twan in the building. What's happening, Twan? My Twan. Why Twan put the police, bro? Shout out to the pigs. Twan put the police emoji. I put the police emoji. What's up, ninja? What up, my ninja? All right, let's continue, man. All right, so we got a couple more things before we get to the main event. So I'm going to say, I guess, these last two things, then we'll get right with it because I got stuff I got to do. So first things first, taking the stigma out of the prostate exam. So ninja, shout out to the men who are in here. I don't want to necessarily do this. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't have to do this anytime soon. But gentlemen, we're all going to have to take this road. So taking the stigma out of the prostate exam. So you're going to have a prostate exam in the future. And shout out to the older men. Shout out to the older gentlemen who find their way to my page. You guys should watch this too if you're scared. This is just to provide you some education and entertainment at the same time. This is what happens when you go to a prostate exam. Still uncomfortable to watch. Viewer discretion is advised. But this is something we all need to know. Here we go.
Okay. I'm going to take the stigma out of a prostate examination because this is one of the reasons men don't want to come because they worry about this examination. So the prostate is a gland.
Hold up. I got to make it bigger so y'all can see. One second. I got to make it bigger. Y'all need to see this because, you know, you need to see this. Oh, shit, I'm moving the wrong shit. Excuse my French. Let me see. Ugh. Mad uncomfortable. Here we go. All right. Let me run that back. Hold up.
Okay. I'm going to take the stigma out of a prostate examination because this is one of the reasons men don't want to come because they worry about this examination. So the prostate is a gland. It sits at the bottom of the bladder. If it gets bigger, either with cancer or with age, it can obstruct the flow of urine out of the bladder. So you get symptoms of, you know, needing to go to the toilet, but you don't empty your bladder completely, so you keep going back. poor stream, weak stream, dribbling, pushing really hard to get that urine out.
So this is in real time now, so people know this is what's coming their way.
So I will feel this prostate. So the first thing is just have a quick look, get you nice and comfortable. I'll explain it all to you before I do it. I put a little bit of jelly on my...
Gentlemen. Hey, shout out to the ladies, because the ladies have I think a pap smear. Hey, shout out to the women, bro. Gentlemen. Oh, it's called they have a cervical screen. That's why I say women are stronger than us, because we got to do this, and this little thing messes us up mentally and traumatizes us. Women have to do a cervical check, and they got to do the whole pap smear thing. I think it's a pap smear. I don't know, guys. Ladies, I don't know. Y'all got to educate me or educate the men, please. Let's find some discourse here. Let's meet in the middle. No pun intended. But yeah, this is very traumatizing, but we have to do it. Let's get it.
My finger, that's all. And then I'll get you to lie on your side, and then all it takes is just going to pop that in and...
You need to leave. What the hell, boy?
So they stick your finger, they stick their... You seen it. You seen it.
Have a feel around there, feel for your prostate, see what it feels like, and that is it. That is all. And then we put your trousers back on.
Yeah, bro.
Your prostate exam. No need to fear that prostate exam at all. It's...
Ninja, my heart rate has elevated, Ninja, and not in a good way, bro. Yeah, that's a little bit extreme, bro. And it sucks because we all have to do it. Because if you don't do it, guess what? You're going to die earlier. I ain't going to lie to y'all, bro. I'm trying to live a long life, bro. So I'm going to look at my doctor and say, hey, my ninja.
But what the hell, boy?
We're never going to talk about this again. We'll never talk about this once after it happens, okay? Only when we need to. But yeah, that's very uncomfortable because they got to put pressure. Oh. Woo. Nah, but I mean, it's part of life, people.
Not painful. It can be a little bit uncomfortable, but it's over within seconds. So
like I said, it's not about it being painful, Ninja. It's uncomfortable, my ninja. Ain't nobody want to, well, shout out to the alphabet boys and girls. The LGBTQ. Shout out to the LA. And like I said, y'all don't get y'all panties in the wall when I say alphabet boys and girls. That's something I created. And I told everybody, I create nicknames for everybody because I don't need people suing me. So I'm pretty sure the alphabet, the LGBTQIA plus, they're an entity that could actually sue somebody, Ninja. So what y'all not finna do, right? What y'all not finna do, y'all not finna sue me. So when I say alphabet boys and girls, I say that with the utmost respect and love. Like, I love y'all. I love y'all. I don't want to make love to y'all, but I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Even when it comes to the whole thing with the alphabet boys and girls, you know, that's also that's something that's perpetuated by stigma, because haven't you guys noticed that there are multiple people who are part of these communities, but the only people that you see are what kind of people?
My nigga.
Did you guys ever think about that? Secondly, we live in a society where back when slavery was actually a thing, like the shadow slavery, when shadow slavery was a thing, you know, when it came to the man and woman of slavery, and I'm saying not even just in America, but specifically in America, and I guess America taught the rest of the world how to do it. Shout out to America the Beautiful. Yeah, so they taught black people to be sexually androgynous. So because of that, when we see these things going on, understand it was by design. That's why I be trying to tell y'all, I don't want to wake y'all up, but when y'all wake up to what's really going on, you'll understand. Shout out to the media, the fourth branch of government, the unregistered and unrestricted fourth branch of government. I'm telling you guys. Y'all go listen. Y'all gotta go listen to my song Adapt. It's all fake, even charity, bro. Once you see it, you can't unsee it, and it's scary. It's all a game. But yeah, man, that's disgusting. Hey, man, like I said, gentlemen, get your prostate looked at. Oh, man, I got a lot I wanted to show y'all, but we got, is marriage an insurance policy for women? What do y'all ninjas be talking about, bro? Bro, marriage is an insurance policy for men. I know that's hard to believe, but y'all gotta understand this. Do y'all understand that marriage, like, I mean, I guess when a woman gets older, but like, marriage wasn't initially done for women. Marriage was done so women can have access to resources and so men can feel good about themselves. I know that's the cold hard truth, bro. That's the cold hard truth. Like, marriage was done so women can have access to resources and a better life and a better chance for her future legacy. That's why if you ain't had no money, you couldn't be married back in the day. And secondly, it's like I said, back in the day, you know, pay wasn't equal. Women didn't have access to stuff. So when we say marriage is an insurance policy for women, is it really for the women's. Here we go.
A man can have sex until he dies and makes kids damn near that whole time. A female is actually sacrificing more because we don't get our looks back, our tits start sagging, our ass starts getting flat. We ain't got time to be playing with y'all like that.
Just stop playing.
No, marry me or let me keep it moving, because at the end of the day, I can't keep playing these games like y'all can keep playing these games.
Yeah, but you ain't...
Fellas, I'm here to tell you, I've been on dating apps. Shout out to the people who be on dating apps. Hey, so look, bro, if you set the thing, when you go on them dating apps, if you set the thing to like 65 up, I'm here to tell you, gentlemen, ladies, don't get mad at me for exposing this, because they can check for it. They can see it themselves. Don't be mad at me. I'm here to tell you, at 65 and up, they're still playing those games, Ninja. They still playing those games, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I can't. Look. If I'm lying, I'm flying. And look, this ain't no red pill content. I'm just putting my ninjas on game. I'm not saying too much, ladies. I know y'all got affected by what I used to say before, but this is not me saying it. This is social media saying it. If y'all don't have this on your algorithm, this is what I got on my algorithm. And shout out to everybody that send us videos and pictures and whatever. Keep it coming, guys. Here we go.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's a sacrifice as well. Give me my insurance, because I'm taking care of your kids. That shit is hard. I'm taking care of the...
Shout out to Twan. Twan said this is the real game. Yes, sir. Pimping ain't easy. Pimping ain't easy. Look, pimping ain't easy, and at the same time, I'm not pimping, okay? If anything, I'm pimping myself out like a 304. I know that's crazy, right? Yeah, I'm pimping myself out. You know what I'm pimping out? I'm pimping out this mouth. Pause. Big pause. No diddly. No diddly. But, I mean, I'm a hustler. In the game, I will be considered a hustler. In all reality and actuality, if you do alpha, betas, I'm a sigma male. That's why in the background y'all can't see, but in the background up there, there's a tiger up there. Look up what a sigma male is. So I just do my own thing. I do my own thing because I understand how the game works, so I maneuver how I would like to. I can't do it like this forever, but we're gonna stack the bread up. After that, we can live how we want to live. But yeah, bro, this real game. Shout out to the gentlemen who find their way to my page. You know, the sad thing about it is men don't support. So all you ninjas that find y'all way to my page, bro, hit the motherfucking like button, bro. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. That's why I like the women more than I like you ninjas, because the women's, even if they don't really, if they like the way you look, the women are gonna hit the like button. A ninja, and no diddy when I say this, a ninja would like the way you look and sit there and watch you and not contribute nothing to the show. You just sitting there like, damn, bro. You tell a ninja, hey, bro, donate. That ninja like, why would I donate to you after you done watched the show? You tell a ninja, hey, bro, hit the like button. Ninja sit there mad. You tell a ninja, comment. Ninja like, nah, I ain't finna comment. I'm gonna wait till he say something I don't like, then I'm finna turn up on him. That's why, and y'all do the same thing with the ladies too, and that's why them ladies look at you like this, bro. They be like, that's why they look at y'all, because like I said, it's the male ego, bro. Sometimes y'all male ego be through the roof, bro. And this is coming from somebody where my people, shout out to my family and them, my family used to tell me, my cousins and shit, they used to tell me I'm cocky, arrogant, and conceited. So I had a big ego, like Kanye, shout out to Yeezy. I had a big ego. I had a big ego. So that's how I'm able to say it, because I can think outside myself now. I've been humbled by the realities of life and the things that I'm trying to do. So because of that, I see it differently, and I can see the ego. I forgot. I'm trying to think of examples. Shout out to Twan. Twan said, especially since they started this glazing ish. I'm trying to tell you, bro, you can't even tell a ninja salute, bro. Ninja's gonna be like, yeah, man. Damn, why you glazing so hard? Why you glazing so hard? You just sitting there like,
but what the hell, boy?
Imagine, so we got no women giving us compliments. You're lucky as a man if you get compliments from women. I ain't gonna lie to you. I get compliments from women, ninja. I get compliments from the ladies. I don't feel bad saying it. You can't even get a compliment from a ninja without a ninja turn around. This ninja gay. You sitting there like, this ninja, they like, this ninja gay. You like, damn, I can't even say good job, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, or I see you. Shout out to the older generation, because the older generation understands this. You know, the young generation, y'all ninjas sometimes, bro, I don't know. Personally, I don't even deal with y'all, because I realize how much I didn't used to listen when I've talked to people who are younger than me. And like I said, I'm in my mid to late 20s. I'm not that old, but I done seen it because sometimes you talk to them, bro, they can't hear Nathan, bro. They just be sitting there running their mouth. You try and give them some game. They be like, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't like how you trying to push up on me. And I'm sitting there crying. You sitting there like, bro, shut up, bro. Shut up. So yeah, I don't know, but let's continue.
The home, you got somewhere cozy and clean to come home to, because if you were by yourself, you would just come home to your pissy ass toilet, you're half a shower curtain, and that's how you gotta live. But when you have a female, she's gonna take care of home.
Ooh, shout out to this chocolate queen. She spoke the real. Hey, she spoke the real. I'm here to tell you, ladies, as a man, I don't speak for all men, but I speak for myself. I mean, I clean my stuff. I have to clean my stuff. I live by myself. But I'm here to tell you, yeah, I come home to my pissy toilet like it ain't Nathan. I don't even care, bro.
What the hell, boy?
Yeah. I don't care. And that's the thing, as men, guys, we're so simple. Ladies, you try to complicate us. We're so simple. And I feel like sometimes that's why women get jealous of men, because we keep it simple, because the way our brains work, our brains are so simple. It's so funny that we think we're smarter than women. But women's brains are very complex. Like, imagine convoluted. You know what convoluted is? That's a woman's brain. Think direct. That's a man's brain. So, a man, like I said, bro, my bad, I don't think it to myself. So look, bro, I have everything. Like, in my apartment right now, I don't actually have everything. But because of my direct brain, I have everything I need to go on for the rest of life. All I need is a woman that's going to be willing to be there with me, bro. It's crazy, bro. And I don't even have much, bro. And that's the way a man thinks. I don't need that much shit. Like, when I have too much shit, it makes me uncomfortable. I feel like a pack rat. So look, I got my laptops. I got my speakers. I have a vocal booth. I got my vocal booth to make my music. I got my board. I got my PlayStation. I got my other TV. Hey, bro, it's lit, bro. I got a bed, bro. I'm good. I don't need anything else. Now, when you get you a girl, oh shit. Get you a girlfriend, boy. They need to go out. First off, fellas, like I said, I broke this down in my other streams. I don't try to go too hard, but I'm saying, like I done told y'all, a woman needs her hair done, nails done, facials, what else? Makeup, what else? Eyelashes. And fellas, that's just for her to be presentable to the world. Ninja, like I said, convoluted, but it makes sense because she has to compete as well, and she competes with her beauty. And that's why I tell y'all, fellas, when y'all sit there and act a certain way, bro, y'all gotta realize that women and men are not playing the same game. I don't care what they tell you about men and women being equal. We're not equal. If we were equal, women wouldn't turn around and call you or say that you're acting like a female dog, right? Follow me. They wouldn't say that you're acting like a female dog if we were equal. Did y'all hear me right now? Are you hearing me right now? If men and women were equal, you would be able to put hands on a girl and get away with it. Look at what's happening with Diddy. Are y'all hearing me right now? What else did I want to say? I wanted to say one more thing. Oh, I'm not finna say that. Let me continue.
And make sure everything's good and give you a good space to work in. Our good years are gone. Y'all are still old, getting money, and still having young girls, sugar babies, and all kinds.
Now look, she just broke down some clear game. And for those of you who didn't catch it, fellas, that's why I keep telling you, this is a marathon, not a sprint. So I've said this before, and I'll say this game again. Women live their life backwards, and men, we live our life forward. Now, this is bars, and I should charge for this. So a woman, you guys will never know because they'll never tell you. And I tell all my ninjas this all the time. You can't handle the truth. So if your girl was cheating on you, she could never tell you that she wants to leave you and that she cheated on you because you were probably trying to attack her. And that's why they don't tell you. So look, let me give y'all some game. So a woman lives her life, like all the access to the resources, yachts, private jets, private dinners, and all that in the beginning. And then her life is done. And I'm not saying done, I'm saying like she lived her life already. Like she did all the extreme stuff. And then a man lives his life forward. And that's why I say it's backwards, because they have their value up front. Whereas you as the dude, you have to build your value. And if you don't build your value, you're never going to get to live, like actually live the way you want to live. But you have to build your value over time. And then at some point you get to a certain level. Now you can start living. Something to just say 30. I'm going to say 40, because 40 honestly is when you're going to be solidified in income. You'll probably be, you know, at your job or whatever you do, whatever your craft is, it's going to be producing income. You know, you're just continuing to get better and better at it every day. So like I said, gentlemen, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And that's why I tell y'all, you're going to go through the trials and tribulations. Hey, bro, don't feel bad about it, bro. Don't feel bad about it, bro. It's life. It's like, bro, Ninja, look, I think I done had 5 cars already. Like I said, I'm in my mid to late 20s. I've had 5 cars, like my cars. Oldsmobile. My first car was an Oldsmobile LS88. Now, a woman that was my age, I started driving when I was 18. A woman that was 18, her first car probably was an Audi, Ninja. She probably had an Audi, my Ninja. That a dude bought her. I remember coming up, shout out to NMB, Charger for Life, C4L. Shout out to my old high school. I remember when I was a freshman seeing ninjas buy women cars when I was a freshman in high school. I was like,
But what the hell, boy?
I was like, bruh. I'm like, how? How is that even? How? But I was so stuck trying to play ball and get good grades, I ain't even had time to think about it. They would just be like, oh my God, that happened. And I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. And I just went back about my merry day. But let's continue.
Stuff and living your best life, driving a Ferrari, and now I'm all older, you know, my ass is sagging, my titties are sagging, and where's my insurance if you didn't marry me? A man can have sex.
Now, fellas, I'm also here to tell you.
Like, what do I get out of that? Out of taking care of you? Like, where's our insurance?
Some people love to say, oh, it's just a piece of paper, it don't mean anything.
First off, it's not a piece of paper, it means a lot. If you don't think so, look at every divorce that's going on right now, Ninja. Here we go.
So when you go to sign $1 million contract, don't sign a contract. Just take their word for it, right? Because a piece of paper doesn't mean anything. Right. If that's what you want to say. You are spending your time and money with this person and your being. So he was like, you have to get married. Married needs, just like how you said, he said marriage needs to be the end goal.
But what the hell, boy?
I don't know. I'll let y'all decide that. Shout out to them beautiful women. I'll let y'all figure that one out. I'll let y'all figure that one out for yourself. All right, man. Let's get to the main event, man. We got to get to the main event. Let's get it. Main event time. Main event time. Hold up. And here we go. All right, y'all know what it is, bro. I know y'all been waiting. My beezy. I got a lot to say. I ain't got no friends, guys. I ain't talking like I got them. I mean, shout out to the core. I got my core supporters. What up, Twan? What up, Jack? Shout out to the core. We got the core in the building, right? Those my ninjas, those Black Adams in the circle. But yeah, I ain't got no friends, man. So I'll be in the crib talking to myself all day, practicing, you know, what I would say if I was in this situation. Somebody pissed me off. I'm like, you know, and I should have said this and that. No, I'm just playing.
But what the hell, boy?
I'm trolling, but we all do that, bro. Do you talk to yourself sometimes? You know, you practice an argument of what you're going to say to somebody. Is that just me? Is it only me? I don't think it's only me. Anyways, like I said, we got a good show. Main event. Tory Lanez did not shoot Megan Thee Stallion. Uh-oh. I ain't say it. Shout out to the representative and Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna. She said it. Shout out to her. Shout out to Twan. We got Twan saying, I didn't want to believe he was innocent, but I just felt like it was no way they framed a celebrity in front of everyone. Ninja, I'm here to tell you, Ninja, the fourth branch of government is the media. So guys, y'all got to understand there have been multiple instances in the media where they have framed somebody, and I'm not going to give you anything specific, right? Because you can go look it up for yourself. Google is a place and Google is real, people. It's online and it's virtual, but it still exists if you know about it. But yeah, so the media, the reason why I say the media is the unrestricted fourth branch of government, shout out to Eli, the brother Eli. I do audio books. Okay, one of my businesses, I'll tell y'all a little bit of game. I do audiobooks. I record audiobooks on the side, right? So in the book that I recorded, and it's called Devils in the Details by Eli Harkless. I could go check that out if y'all want. He has to actually put it back up. But he discussed the fourth branch of government. This gentleman is very smart, Black gentleman, intellectual. And we were discussing and we talked about it. And basically what it is the media can do whatever. The media, shout out to Twan. Twan said I smoke too much. I talk to myself all the time. That's why I don't smoke. That's why I don't smoke. I don't want to be sitting there talking to myself, and then I look, somebody recording me talking about, yo, this ninja tweaking. This ninja tweaking. Hey, bro, when this finally blow up too, real quick sidebar. When this blows up, guys, you're going to see a lot of videos of me come out. Please don't judge me, guys. Please don't judge me. I've already judged myself. I'm talking about, like, I done pulled up on somebody. I done pulled up on people like I was finna mess them up. Like, they recorded me pulling up on them. Like, you know how somebody about to crash out? They got videos like that of me in people's phone, bro. I used to be on high hand, bro. Cause ninjas used to get me mad, bro. I'm like, yo, how do you feel so bold to disrespect me? But besides the point, yeah, bro. So like I said, bro, the media is the fourth branch of government. So the media can take all the negative stuff about you and just blast it. So the best way to explain it is like blogs, right? So the blogs will turn around, something happens, and the blogs all go report the same story in a different way. Now, if you follow 10 blogs, right? Let's say you follow Double XL, you follow The Shade Room, you follow Shade Room Teens, you follow Hollywood Unlocked, you follow Only and Dave, you follow all these places, right? Once you follow all these places, you see the same story 6-7 times. After the 7th time, it's ingrained into your head that whatever they said is the truth. And that's why the media is dangerous. And that's why you have to be careful. Like I said, another thing too, there's something to be said about the media and the way it portrays things. But I don't say too much because I don't want to get caught up or get demonetized. But it's the whole idea of capitalism and the way capitalism works. Basically the upper class has to feed on the lower class. So the lower class is pushed lower class videos. And I'm saying the hood shit. We see the hood, the ratchet stuff. We're pushed that kind of information. It's called a drip campaign. And I'm saying a lot of stuff. If y'all ever see me, if they ever say that I off myself or whatever, I'm here to tell you, no, I did not. I'm completely coherent. I can accept the reality for what it is. I don't give that much of a shit, okay? We just don't put that out there. But like I said, people want to know the information, and we're living in the information age. It's the current free flow of information that we're seeing. So I'm just spreading the knowledge. So yeah. It's like a drip campaign. So what they do, they'll turn around and continually subliminally press messages to you, push messages to you, push messages to you until you start to think these things are okay. So for example, the idea of people who aren't black saying the N-word. Follow me now, follow me. So shout out to all the other communities. We love you. But for example, when you turn around and shout out to Twan, I'm gonna respond to that right now because it's gonna add to what I'm saying. We have people who supposedly say that you can't say hate crimes about other people, but everybody uses the N-word. And as far as I know, wasn't the N-word considered a hate crime? But because we've allowed ourselves as black people to act like it's a term of endearment, now other people try to say it too and say they can say it too because it's not a hate word. But if I turn around and say all the other derogatory slurs of other communities, they'll turn around and try and cancel me. Did you guys ever stop to think, how can this happen? And like I said, it's the idea of the dominant class feeding off of the lower class. And what it comes down to is the lighter you are, the higher you are on a socioeconomic scale. And I'm not saying it's anybody's fault. It might be our ancestors' fault or whatever the case is. But like I said, when it comes to people who are of a darker complexion, we don't stick together. Is it our fault? No, it's by design. Like I said, so drip campaign. Shout out to Twan. Twan said, I literally can't get people committing acts of, mass shootings and stuff like that. He said, I can't get that off of my YouTube shorts. And you know why? Because they want you to see that kind of stuff. Another example would be the rap game. Isn't it interesting how, and I've seen this in real time, I've talked to a lot of independent artists. I've seen some fire independent artists out here in these streets. Isn't it interesting how one genre, in this one specific genre, listen to this, in this one specific genre, you have to promote killing people that look, well, I'm saying I'm black, so I'm saying it from my perspective. You got to talk about and promote people killing people that look like you, how you're better than the people that look like you, how you're getting more money, how you're effing their girls, how you're stealing this, how you're getting over on people, and all this negative debauchery and tomfoolery, right? Only in this genre. And the better you are and the more sophisticated you get at talking about these things, the more clout you get. Isn't that interesting? Or the better or cooler you sound, isn't that interesting? But in every other genre of music, and of course, I'm saying take it with a grain of salt. It's not specific because, in country music, they talk about offing people all the time and their own little country swang way and all that stuff. But I'm saying in other genres of music, you don't have to do that to have the #1 song. Does nobody find that weird? What are the odds? Isn't it interesting that these same messages that they're pushing to those people, that group of people, and coincidentally, that same group of people are the people who are filling up majority of the prison. Now, come on, what are the odds? What are the odds? What are the odds? Tell me, what are the odds? Coincidences don't really happen like that. Everything is for a reason. It's purposely designed. Why is it designed that way? Hey, man, I could talk about it for days, man. But at the end of the day, the reason why nobody can wake up to it is because when you try to expose it, they turn around and I don't know what's the correct terminology, but we're gonna say they shut you down. They shut down the program. And because what it is nobody's bigger than the program. Best way to explain it, shout out to Colin Kaepernick. Do y'all remember when Colin Kaepernick took a knee? Do y'all remember how they blackballed Colin Kaepernick for taking a knee? Because Colin Kaepernick thought he was bigger than the program. So they showed him, you're not bigger than the program. Fast forward to 2025. Do y'all see what happened with shout out to Coach Prime. Shout out to Coach Prime. Do y'all see what happened with Shador Sanders and what's his brother name? Shiloh Sanders. You seen what happened with Shador? They thought that because Coach Prime was who he was, Shador Sanders, because he was confident in himself, Shador thought he was bigger than the program. So we got to show Shador he's not bigger than the program. And that's just the way it goes. Shout out to Twan. Twan said this too. Very interesting how most rappers blow up off of a slang charge. And he's right. So even me, I had to catch myself because I used to think these things were cool. And I used to think, okay, this is the route to get to where I got to where I want to get to. But then I realized, I woke up one day and I said, I'm smart. Why would I go to prison? Why would I go to prison? Just to blow up my career. Isn't it interesting how majority of the rappers that are famous are in and out of the pen? What are the odds? Let's get to the show though. Let's get to the show. So like I said, man, y'all gotta pay attention to what's going on. It's by design. It's hard to unsee once you see it. And you'll end up having more respect for people of a darker complexion once you see it. Now, when y'all see ninjas get mad, right? Like the whole idea, this new idea of black fatigue. Have you guys been hearing that on social media? Y'all know what that is? The idea of black fatigue, where everybody's tired of black people and their shenanigans. It's just so interesting to me because the idea of black fatigue, yeah, it could be true or not true, but it's still deeply rooted and ingrained in narcissism and racism. But that's beside the point. That's another conversation for later. All I can say is when you act a certain way with people, you can't expect them to react the same way that you acted towards them. So, or you can expect them to react the same way you act towards them. So if you act like you don't like somebody, they might show you that they don't like you neither. With that being said, let's get to the main event. So we got people saying that Megan is capping, and we have some information to show you guys. Let's see. Excuse me. And like I said, man, hey man, I ain't never gonna off myself. I'm trying to live to 100 first off. Right? I'm trying to live to 100, so I'm not gonna off myself. So let's just put that out there. If y'all ever see that, bro, run for the hills. It is what it is. Pray for me. Hopefully I made it to heaven, but run. Act like you don't know me, bro. If they ever ask about my name, you don't know me. Keep it moving. So we have, shout out to Congresswoman, what's her name? Anna Paulina Luna, who came out with some new information that she's going to discuss. Here we go.
My understanding is you're around some kind of the Foreign Relations Committee, and you're from Florida. Why did you take such an interest in this case?
And shout out to Florida. Yes, sir. I used to be a Florida boy. I was a Florida boy. Now I'm a Texas man. Miami raised, Houston made, or Texas made. All right, let's continue.
Specifically, how I got involved in this case is I actually am friends with Amber Rose, and she had flagged it for me. And when I actually spoke to the attorneys that are representing Mr. Lanez, they actually presented me with evidence. When I saw the evidence that was brought forward, we're talking about no forensics DNA on the magazine of the pistol, a 0.01 DNA match, which affected.
All right, so first things first, no forensics on the DNA. I mean, when it came to the DNA on the pistol, that's the first thing. No forensics. Let's see.
Means that he could not have been the shooter, to include there being ring footage that really refutes and dispels the testimony that, you know, he had basically said dance and then fired the firearm. In addition to that,
now they have ring footage as well. Ninja. And the reason why we're keeping you updated is because it's starting to look like things might be kind of slim for Megan Thee Stallion. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. She's straight or whatever. She ain't ugly, so I ain't got no problems with her. She ain't ugly. And shout out to the ugly women. We love you too. But yeah, shout out to the ladies. Ladies gonna get a pass because, you know, they're soft and plushy. I don't know, plushy. But yeah, so next thing is they got ring footage now saying supposedly that Tory Lanez never said dance B-word to Megan Thee Stallion, but he did catch a raw deal in his shooting trial that got him 10 years in prison. And gentlemen, I always tell you, if it's gonna get to a point with a woman, first off, gentlemen, me personally, unless you taught that girl how to use a glizzy, if you're around a woman and she's comfortable around glizzies, I'm here to tell you she's dangerous, bro.
What the hell,
She's dangerous. And when I say glizzies, I don't mean glizzies that hang between your legs. I'm talking about a glizzy cobbler. I'm talking about a glizzy, okay? I'm talking about a glizzy. Any woman that's comfortable around glizzies, she be with low-class ninjas, unless she's a woman that's trained and knows how to actually shoot or has her own gun that she got for protection. If she just like the idea of guns, hey, you gotta watch her, bro. Let's continue.
They're also being missing ballistics fragments from the alleged, you know, shot in the foot, as well as medical x-rays. All of this does indeed show and prove that Mr. Lanez, unfortunately, is being incarcerated and he's an innocent man.
And this is another thing too. The thing that I want people to realize is, you know, they'll turn around and say with Tory, oh, you know, he wasn't, he got arrested or whatever because he was close to a gun. The problem is, and this is why it's hard to be a felon, and that's why I tell you, gentlemen especially, and ladies too, because ladies, you don't want to be somebody's bitch in prison, right? And men, you too, you don't want to be a ninja's bitch in prison. But that's why I say the thing is, what if Tory Lanez didn't know that she had the gun on her? Right? And I'm saying the other person that was there involved, I don't want to say no names, and this is all allegedly. What if Tory Lanez didn't even know there was a gun in the car? And we don't know that because of all the skepticism and all the lies that were told. And this is why I tell y'all people, fellas, ladies, if you see something, say something. If you're involved in something, bruh, I ain't gonna lie to you, bruh. If you're a civilian, these people are rappers, so I think they play by street rules. I'm a rapper, I don't play by street rules no more. I don't care if I don't ever do a feature with none of these ninjas. I ain't playing by street rules. I'm an artist. I'm not even a rapper. I'm an artist, and rap is just a chamber of my thoughts. It's how I express myself, okay? I don't want to be a rapper. I don't want to be a rapper and have to play by these rules where you lose every time. But yeah, what I was finna say. Yeah, if you're a civilian and you get in these situations, don't keep it real for nobody, bro. Don't hold it down, bro. My advice to you is to snitch. And I don't care if I get flack for that. I don't care if I get heat for that. You are a civilian. You do not have to play by any street rules that these people create. I've been in the streets. Let me tell you something. When it comes to these street rules, the problem with the street code, is that the street rules apply like this. Basically, every person who's playing in the streets can create any rules that they want, so long as it benefits them. And that's why the game does not work properly. Don't play the street game, bro. Don't play the street game. I'm trying to tell you, the rules do not apply in the same way. So you can make up rules as long as it works for you. So for example, I could wake up one day and just be mobbing, right? I'm mobbing, I see a ninja and he's playing the street game too. You know, he's selling something on the corner. I could turn around and rob him and say, if you come back for it, I'm gonna put you in the dirt. I just created that rule. Now, every time I rob somebody, I can say the same thing. This is the new rule. Like I said, bro, don't play that game, bro. Don't play that game. I'm telling you, this coming from somebody that's tough as nails. You're not that tough. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that tough. You don't want to be around the ninjas that are that tough. Because what I think, what it comes down to with those people, it's not that they're tough. They're either psychopathic, sociopathic, bipolar. They're disassociated from society mentally, and that's why they're able to do those things and not think too much about it. Because after a while, when you off somebody in continuous, or you commit certain acts, you start to turn off certain things in your brain. Your brain starts to not work properly. You know how they talk about narcissistic abuse? It's the same thing, except you're abusing yourself. It's not the same, or better yet, a good example would be going into the military. PTSD that happens from doing the things you've done and thinking about the things you do, and after a while, you start to become a little bit trippy. So yeah, them ninjas not all there in the head. My advice to you is don't be around them people. Unless you want to live like an animal and be caged up. I don't want to be an animal caged up. I'm trying to be free with the women. Shout out to the women. I want to be where the kitty cat at. I want to be where the kitty cat at. I want to be where the kitty cat at. I don't care how you ninjas feel. Like I said, if you are a civilian, don't play the street code. You don't have to. Be a civilian. Let them ninjas call you a snitch while you in court, smile in their face and say that's what you get for breaking the law, and keep it moving.
The new evidence that you had tweeted about this ring video. You said there's a ring video that will refute.
It was actually brought to my knowledge by the attorneys, and we actually had posted that on one of our X platforms, that there's allegedly ring video footage that refutes the statements and they, I would say, hearsay comments in court testimony.
Have you seen it, and is it going to be released?
I am actually actively pushing for the release of that, and there's also an affidavit that the attorneys have actually shown me already that actually came from, we will be presenting that and posting that publicly for everyone to see in the coming days.
If I was the appellate lawyer or the lawyer trying to secure a pardon for him or a new trial, and I had a video showing somebody else shot him, I would shot her. I would send that out immediately to the media to create this kind of firestorm to
then
release.
You would get the governor's attention.
Why wouldn't they immediately release a video if it shows? I mean, because that's the smoking gun, literally.
All right, so look, there's a couple issues here, and I'm gonna tell you guys the issues. First issue is based off of the information that we have, right? Based off of the information we have, she hasn't seen the video, and like I said, I pay attention to details. Shout out to Twan. Twan said they making Twitter posts about it while a man sits injured in the cell. Yeah, man, they poked this ninja Tory up 14 times. They collapsed his lungs. Ninja. You know how serious that is, Ninja? And they do that all the time in prison. We only care because it's Tory. But yeah, it's a cold game out here in these streets. Gentlemen, protect yourself, because these girls will put you in the dirt and not think twice about it if you piss them off. The Bible, look, this is not no red pill content, but if you believed in the red pill, the Bible is technically the first instance of the red pill. And the Bible told you, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. So like I said, you better treat these ladies with respect. If it's too much for you to handle, leave that girl alone. Shout out to the women. Leave that girl alone. But yeah, so like I said, first things first, the first issue is she hasn't seen the video, right? That's the problem. She hasn't seen the video based off of her testimony just now. This is not actual court, but I'm saying based off of what she said, you could tell she ain't see the video because she says she got this information or whatever the case may have you. I don't think she's seen the video based off of what she said. The second issue, I believe, is Kelsey. Kelsey was the girl who was also in the car, and they said Kelsey had got immunity. Why would Kelsey need immunity before taking a stand? That's the real question. Why does she need immunity? For what? What does she need to be immune from? Being in trouble or what? Are they all going to go free? Is this immunity going to be taken? These are the things that we have to sit here and figure out. Let me see if we got more for you guys. 1 second. Let me see. And shout out to Twan. You can't beat the Bible. Yeah, bro. I mean, hey, bro. You know, somebody posted that the Bible is man-made. Oh, Charleston White said that the Bible's man-made. You can't listen to the Bible or whatever. And it's like the Bible is just a description. I don't know if it was him, though, but I'm saying the Bible is an account of stories. Yeah, it was Charleston White. I have really good memory. He said, like, the Bible basically, the Bible is not real because it's man-made stories and stuff. And basically, the way I look at it, the Bible is real. The Bible is like any storybook that you read. So the storybooks that you read are told in a way to leave a message and an imprint on you. Just because it may not exactly be 100% accurate doesn't mean it's not true per se. And what I mean is it wouldn't be that powerful. It would not be able to be inside the minds of the people, right? If there wasn't some truth to it. Even then, people lie all the time. Hold on, let me see. We're going to go to Hollywood Unlocked. 1 second. Let's see. Ooh, shout out to Suki. Shout out to Suki. Yeah, I think she got a ninja though, but shout out to Suki. My beezy, my beezy. My beezy. My beezy, my beezy. Let me see. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Is it here? I don't think it's here. I don't think it's here. Damn, I can't find it. What was it? Was it the Shade Room? Let me see. Was it Academics? No. It was a video I wanted to show y'all. Let me see. Nope. I don't have the video. I don't know what happened to it. I was supposed to show y'all this video, but it was more about what this lady was talking about. But yeah, like I said, Kelsey having immunity. Let me go to TikTok real quick. Let me see if I can find it. TikTok. Okay, let me see. Interact. Let's see. Kelsey immunity. Here we go. And this was 6 days ago. Oh, actually, let's listen to this lady. I forget her name. This lady right here. She got sued by Cardi.
Apparently, Kelsey's Megan Thee Stallion's ex-best friend. Megan fucked her boyfriend. This is the second boyfriend that Megan has fucked. Okay. This time she got shot, allegedly for fucking somebody's boyfriend. And according to Tory's lawyers, Unite the People, they said that Kelsey's ex-bodyguard saw and witnessed that night the bodyguard that they couldn't find to go on the stand because he was employed by Kelsey, said that he overheard Kelsey saying she shot Megan. They're hoping with this new information that y'all Governor Galvin or somebody, I don't know, out there in California will help to reopen his trial since there's nothing else they can do. He's out of money. He's got a free law firm.
And real quick, I was just thinking about the guys. You know, in California, they have lifetime alimony. Lifetime.
You need to leave.
Crazy shit, people. Here we go.
This was viral. Of course, Chris Brown tweeted, "Free Tory," and got locked up. Karma just, bitch, I said, see, I just mind your motherfucking business, bro. You just got to mind your business. And so everybody's wondering, like, what's going to happen with this? They're trying to get a pardon, like I said, but here's what I'm going to say. What's done is what's done. Ain't nothing we can do to roll back time. I know Megan is trying to roll out her product. She got her tequila, even though she pours brown liquor down people's throats. She got them old plastic fucking.
Hey, shout out to the ladies. This lady said it, not me. I forgot her name, though. But, you know, she be talking that is. She had to pay Cardi.
Purple and pink with pink wigs, swim lines, same shit she did with Fashion Nova when she first came out years ago that didn't sell. Swimsuits don't fit. They real cheap, China made, you know. She's trying her best to kind of get on her good foot, you know. And what's going to happen with this is absolutely nothing. I feel that her career is still going to suffer. But Kelsey, it just makes me think, why did Kelsey ask for immunity? You remember?
See, I just said the same thing. That's the whole thing. And my main thing is this. I personally think they're going to let Tory out. And this is my take, right? Here's my take. Hold on. So I personally think they're going to let Tory out and Megan and Kelsey are going to get a pass, because if Kelsey was the one in trouble, unless they take back her immunity, and I could be wrong, but I'm saying they're probably going to just let it go because women get a pass. I told y'all, women get a pass. Women are not playing the same rules we're playing. At the end of the day, they're going to tell this ninja to suck it up. She didn't kill nobody. You didn't kill nobody. Everybody's been hurt. It's how it is, and keep going. Now, will Tory try and countersue? I don't know, for damages. And I mean, you know, the damages of the money he lost, because this ninja lost millions of dollars. Do y'all remember Tory was on top of the game? Tory was on top of the game before all this happened. So shout out to the GOAT, one of the GOATs. Yeah, bro. I don't know, bro, but let's continue.
Remember during the trial, Kelsey asked for immunity before she hit the stand? Because, you know, they could have questioned her about what happened, and she actually pled the fifth as well, too. Why did she ask for immunity? I had told y'all that I had a source from that night tell me that them two was fighting and Kelsey pulled the trigger.
Now, look.
I told you.
Now, look, I'm here to tell you. I had a girl I used to deal with in Houston. Shout out to Chanel. And Chanel's mom threatened me with a glizzy. Long story short, this is when I first met the lady. No bullshit. No bullshit. So, because I have this information on Houston, I'm here to tell you, it's very possible. I don't know where Kelsey from. I'm saying with Megan being from the H, and I knew people, like I'm not saying that, like I'm saying like these people told me, they say they knew Megan before she blew up when she went to TSU. I don't know her like that, but dumb people said they knew her like that. They used to see her at school and shit. I'm not gonna say she ghetto or hood like that, but it's very possible It's very possible, based off of that information, that this could have been an issue like that, and that's what happened. They was trying to be gang banging and all this crazy stuff and be thugging, and that's why we in this current state of affairs. Here we go.
So the second it happened, I got a call. All this because he was flirting with Kylie Jenner. Then both of them got jealous. Found out that why you getting jealous? Why you getting jealous?
Damn, bring me back in time. Look, fellas, ladies, I don't want to say this. I'm on Facebook too right now with it. But I speak from a perspective. I remember I was dealing with 2 women at the same time, and they wanted to kill each other and kill me in the process, ninja. Okay? This is where I speak from, guys. This is where I speak from, and that's why I say certain games you don't want to play because everybody not really playing like that. Let's continue.
Oh, they both and him. He hitting everybody. With a wig on. Tory Lanez got a wig on, hitting both of them.
What?
Wig coming off. He down there getting head, it's slipping off.
What?
From all the wetness going on down there and shit. That's kind of what makes me think. Why did they give Kelsey immunity? What did they know?
Tell us what y'all think, bro.
They couldn't find the bodyguard, which was her employee, but now he wants to come forward and tell people that he saw his boss shoot that woman, and he cannot no longer see a black man go down for something that he didn't do. But when the check.
Now look, and you know what that was? That was that guilt. That was that guilt. That ninja said this ninja got poked up in the jail, and it's because of me. And that's that guilt. That guilt will eat you up, bro. Unless you sit there and don't look at it, that guilt will eat you up. If somebody's sitting in a pen for something you did, unless you don't know him, even then if you don't know him, that guilt might eat you up. Here we go.
Stop, bitch, he woke up. You're not paying me no more, so I'm about to tell. And Megan ain't shit for allowing Tory to go down for it when you knew the bitch shot you.
Now, if this is true, but that's why I tell y'all, if this is true, this is all allegedly and this is for entertainment purposes only. Let me preface that too. But if this is true, right? If this is true, yeah, that's wild, bro. But I'm trying to tell y'all, gentlemen, that's why I personally don't give a shit. Hopefully Tory comes out. Y'all know what it is. Under one umbrella. But I'm saying these women don't give a shit about y'all. That's what I be trying to tell you guys. Y'all think it's all fun and games. Ninjas got mad at me because I was exposing that. The ladies got mad. You know the ladies gonna get mad because if I expose the game, they not finna make no money off of you ninjas. But them women, them women do not give a shit about you. You'll know if a girl cares. But I'm telling you, majority of the time, bro, you are just a means to an end for that girl. She does not give 2 F's about you, okay? You heard that here first on the Blac Pill, bro. They don't care about you, bro. Because y'all gotta remember, bro, we live in a time now where women are getting money. Before you were needed, you're not needed no more. Your money is needed. The best example is the whole child support system and the legal system when it comes to family court and all that. You as a man are here for resources, your resources, what you can provide. Other than that, you're not needed. And that's why I tell y'all, put yourselves first. Don't get sad about it. It's okay because you're needed, but you're not needed in the way that you want because things have changed. Society's not the same. It's not going to go back to the old days. Like I said, there's girls out there. There's going to be a girl for you out there or multiple women that are for you out there, but you got to have discernment and you got to have PP discipline. Dick discipline, people. Dick discipline. Hold your nuts, man. Let's continue.
That's why she having all this bad karma. But you spared your best friend, in my opinion, because you fucked her man.
And you felt bad.
Not once, but twice, because it's the second nigga. She went on the road with you. And the last thing you wanted to do was put her in jail when she was trying to be there for you. The only person you was trying to be there for is yourself, because you're a very selfish bitch. In my opinion.
She said it, not me.
That she
hold on. She said it, not me. She said it, not me. You know, I'm out here, you know, they'll come with the Goonies and try and come get a ninja. She said it, not me. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Please don't come after me because I'm going to defend myself. And I'll tell the police I did it. All right, she said it, not me. I ain't sneak dissing. She said it. I forget this lady's name, but whatever her name is, she said it. Black Adam didn't say it. She said it. Y'all follow me, though. Follow me. Here we go.
Blogger. Who put this picture up on my locker? Like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing it. Who did this, Jasmine? Why she ain't no goddamn way that dress too.
And shout out to Twan. Twan asked, do y'all believe in karma? Me personally, I don't think karma's real because look at slavery, ninja.
The way she got to pull it out.
Look at slavery, my ninja. Is karma real? Look at slavery, ninja. What are we talking about? I don't think karma's real. Now, like I think not that it's karma, but like you can make certain things happen because just how you sit there thinking about something that you did to somebody and bad things will start to happen to you. But I don't call that karma. Karma, I don't think is real. I do think that there are things in the universe that we don't understand. I don't believe in karma though. That's just me. Shit happens. That's it. Here we go.
Her ass, she know that dress too small. Where y'all get this picture of my locker room from? What the fuck? I didn't do it, y'all. I promise you I didn't do it. So begging, raising money, and we just got word that her lawyer, the same lawyer that did the press conference for Tory Lanez to present this new evidence that they're going to do absolutely nothing with, has quit, asked to be withdrawn for lack of payment. He asked her to, one, not talk about Megan anymore during the case. She can't stop. And two, he hasn't been paid because her GoFundMe is gone. I mean, for your lawyer to quit in the middle of the trial, you're not going to find anybody else to pick you up. Megan's probably going to win by default and be able to take your platform down. We shall see. Moving on, guys. Moving on.
Yeah, man. We shall see. Hey, man. That's it for today's show, man. Y'all tell us what y'all think, bro. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy BA. Shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance and you are not alone. There are pockets of Adam spread throughout the planet. We're going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines. We are human beings. Join the Adam Effect. Join the movement. Step into the core, people. Past that, I'm back in here tomorrow. Tomorrow's show might end early and may start earlier because I got them people coming back to my apartment and I got to take the dog. Past that, we appreciate everybody tuning into the show, man. Y'all hit the like button, tell your people about it. Yeah, we in here for the long haul, not the short haul. We're gonna keep pushing and persevering. Shout out to Twan. Salute my brother. Hey, everybody stay dangerous out here in these streets, bro. You don't know what's coming out, coming your way. Yes, sir. Deuces.